I remember a time of Diplo. I remember a time of MIA. I remember and it's all a blur.
It was so fun and amazing to like see a new generation take it over.
Dr. Evil Night.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
I got to see everybody's career in real time. Like, I can't even get some of these people on the phone anymore.
Oh, stop it.
Yo, those were some of the best fucking nights.
This shit was crazy.
It's hip hop first, always.
Yeah.
Hey there, it's me, Roxy Cottontail. You might know me as a DJ, artist, designer, and New York City party promoter, or from my bunny logo. I'm putting all that on the table and writing about the years that transformed music and the New York City scene. I've interviewed 250 friends and colleagues I admire. I ask all and reveal all. Please join me and the Tales to rediscover the 90s and the Y2K magical landscape of music, art, technology, and streetwear. This is Roxy's Tales.
I am Dice the God. I'm an artist first, so I treat everything like art. Clothing brand, the City of Gods, party, Bible studies.
My guest this week on Roxy's Tales is Dice the God, one of my first party promoters, founder of clothing brand City of Gods, host and producer of the Party Bible Study, and way before all that, in the middle of downtown New York City's Y2K era, Dice was the face of clothing brand A-Life, working front of house for Retail Mafia. We go down the rabbit hole of how he got his start working at a graffiti store on Allen, how streetwear and music merged in the middle of Sway and blurred into many unforgettable nights, and so much more. Without further ado, Dice the God.
When we met, do you know how we met?
No, I couldn't tell you. No. I don't know a time that I don't know you.
I believe, I'm going to just put it out there that, I had started programming Retail Mafia Mondays at Sway. I started in 2004 with Aaron and Mike Stace. And of course, A-Life is part of Retail Mafia.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that is how the introduction came around.
100%. Yeah. So at that time, I'm underage. At that time, I have to be about 18, 19 maybe.
Okay.
So at that time, when you guys are doing that party and everybody's involved, I'm not old enough to come in. And we won't say too much names, but the security that worked there also worked at my job, Prohibit. So I would get in because
they made it.
I knew the security. So and that was epic times. And I was there when you guys were there, and then I got to be part of the party, my generation time.
Yeah.
So I got to see what it was. So I was there for the time. It was amazing.
Because you are a superstar, and I knew this, and so I said, "Do you want to host for me?"
You are the first one, actually. It was you and Soul, actually, are the first ones to let's put Dice on things. Bugsy too, of course. I was so happy. I was like, they're gonna pay me to come to a party that I'm already gonna come to. Oh man, Donis, that was a great night. I remember that night like yesterday.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Sway was your favorite place to go, and I paid you to be there also.
It definitely was. It was like we were there when we weren't paid to be there.
Yeah.
Everybody knows everybody. You're gonna see all the guys I looked up to hung out there.
Yeah.
And that's where I wanted to be. That's where all the skaters was and the graffiti writers was. And the history that was there was before me. And it went on after me.
Yeah.
What
were some memories that go down in history for you from Sway?
Dr. Evil Night.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Legendary. Better than that night. That night was legendary. Better than that night. Big Freedom.
Yes.
Yo.
I think this was Frida's first show.
Yo.
And
so
Freddie and Perp, I've interviewed already. They were hosting for me, but look at this. This is Frida,
so
Friday, Ease.
Friday.
You're probably in here somewhere too.
I'm there somewhere. I was wilding that night.
Yeah, this was crazy.
I was wilding. Oh man.
But give me some more. What else?
I remember a time of Diplo. I remember a time of MIA. I remember and it's all a blur.
Where else were you going besides Sway during this time?
So it was definitely like 323 with Bugsy. It was definitely APT, trying to see Bobito and Stretch. It was definitely, and I'm getting into all these spots. I'm there. Yeah. I'm hitting up whoever I have to hit up. And thank God for Leah, because Leah was really my end to all these parties. Leah would walk me in with all the Married to the Mob girls. And this is way before A-Life, like way before my A-Life days. This is,
oh, wow.
You know, and yeah, I always had Bugsy. I always had Leah. I can always get my name on the list. The problem was, how do I get past the ID part? Mm-hmm. So just walk in with the people that don't get ID.
Yeah. But when did you start throwing your own parties?
It was, to be honest, it was tricky. It was on Eldridge Street, the Eldridge, the IMOC.
Yeah.
Right after the Eldridge. So I don't know what Soul did. Soul did something to get fired or not coming back or whatever it was with the owner. And I was like just hosting the party. And he called me and he was like, yo, I need somebody to take over this party. And it never occurred to me until he called me that I can have my own party. And the first thing I did was I text Soul, like, yo, I have an opportunity here to have my own party. I send him a long ass text. He probably has that shit. And I'm like, yo, I'm going to take this opportunity. There's a small ass spot, fits 100 people. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And that was the birth of Bible studies. I went to Amsterdam with the Pata guys, and I noticed they were making T-shirts for their party. There was a party called Woo Rhythm. They had stickers and T-shirts. And as soon as I came back, I made Bible study T-shirts. And it's been on.
Were you always felt welcome into nightlife? I mean, besides the underage thing, I guess.
Yeah, because I had a few older people that I used to roll with. Tommy Campos, Kid Cudi, Saint. And I was already rolling with certain people, and of course Leah, and they were always a little older, so I always felt welcome. I always wanted to be an artist, and I always thought nightlife was just part of it. Andy Warhol, Basquiat, I always thought that you had to be in the club. Like, that's part of New York art. Like, you have to be downtown, you have to write on things, and you have to be in the club.
And so were there artists, DJs, genres that I introduced you to?
Yeah, I mean, of course, just being downtown, like that room itself, bounce music, just having that kind of night, or you didn't introduce me to it, but you gave me a chance to meet Andre Nicotino.
Yeah.
You know, like, because of A-Life, I'm exposed to a lot of things early on and Prohibit, because I worked at a Japanese store and then went on to A-Life. So I knew a lot of people and a lot of music, and I was already traveling a lot. But you were actually bringing these people into a room, a very intimate room.
Yeah. And
it's like, oh shit, I get to sit next to such and such, or I get to shake such and such's hands.
And how did you start at A-Life and Prohibit?
So I used to work at a graffiti shop on Allen Street, and that's where I started. I started like 16, 17 at this graffiti shop that I had the keys to. And being downtown every night, I could open the shop after school and be there as late as I want. I started to meet all the nightlife. People were coming there to buy CDs and buy spray paint. And then little by little, you know, Dave's Quality Meat is having his parties at, I guess it was the living room across the street at the time. Mm-hmm. And you're meeting all these guys, and Jeff Staples on that block on the opposite side. And the old A-Life is on, you know, on Orchard. So A-Life is on Rivington. And you see the Kunles and the Leahs, and I'm annoying. I'm a run down on everybody, and I'm trying to get in the mix. At the time on Eldridge, Futura, North Recon had stores. So I knew all the guys. And like, you don't realize growing up, you just know them, who everybody's gonna be. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And to still have those relationships is crazy. I got to see everybody's career in real time. Like, I can't even get some of these people on the phone anymore.
Oh, stop it.
Like, but think about it. It's like there was a time you're just living it. You're not realizing you're making history.
Yeah.
I'm very cautious and careful of what you put in there. Like, you know, I was a wild kid.
You
I
were.
come from a wild place. But I had to learn that.
You were. Here we go. Speaking of wild.
I love Jasmine. I talk to Jasmine all the time. Look at Plain Pat back there and Johnny. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. And those are the guys. Like Plain Pat would drive me halfway home every night. Tommy would drive me to East New York every night. Like, these are the guys I get to really walk into the club with. These are the guys. And at the same time, you're like, you want to be worth something. So I'm working at the spots. I'm able to get discounts and give clothing. And, you know, that was the game.
Yeah. Who were your favorite DJs and performers?
I don't know. I love all you guys for such different things, yo. Like still to this day, like the Electric 290 nights were like the best nights. But so was the reggae nights. Yo, I'm half Jamaican. I don't know if you know this. So it's like I can't even like it's all one and the same to me. I can't even choose like my favorite. And every one of my favorite DJs I try to book and try to get to or try to do something with.
This is at Whip when I moved Mondays to Whip briefly. Do you remember this?
Yo, those were some of the best fucking nights.
This shit was crazy.
That shit was so fun. I can't separate those nights. Those Whip nights are all one blur to me. Yeah. Yeah. Yo. Damn.
It was crazy.
Those were my nights. I was there almost all the important nights of Whip.
Because it really gave me like what I had done at Sway, it really allowed me to do it on a bigger level, even though it was short. I mean, it ended because of some drama, as we know. You know, and so it was just cool to be able to bring in bigger talent, more hosts.
I still base my party on that. And people's like, oh no, it should just be one. I'm like, nah, we gotta celebrate everybody. Like, I still try to keep my shit. Even my clothing brand is super traditional streetwear. I try to keep the parties the same way. Same way. I don't know, maybe I'm old and I'm holding on to this old thing. But if it's our job to keep it, to preserve it.
Yeah, I agree.
Same thing like hip hop, like you gotta preserve it.
But yeah, I have no idea how many times we worked together. There are so many flyers,
100.
and I probably haven't even found all of them yet. I'm so grateful that I had such an incredible, passionate, like you guys like loved it as much as I loved it, and I saw
love it though.
Still love it.
Talk about it. Still comes up.
But reflected in all of you, and it's just. It was so fun and amazing to like see a new generation take it over. What are some of your craziest nights?
I have so much. And the craziest nights are the ones, of course, we can't talk about, right? These are the craziest nights. That downstairs bathroom. There's so much. It's oh man. I don't like. You had to be there, and if you wasn't there, then fuck you. And that's honest truth. If you wasn't there, then fuck you. You're not part of it.
What part of New York are you from? East New York, you said.
Bronx. The Bronx, New York. So I grew up Bronx and Brooklyn all my life. So my mom raised me in the Bronx, born South Bronx, and my father lived in Brooklyn all my life. So I always had both.
Okay.
And I went to high school in Midtown. So I was always downtown too. I was in the club way before I got downtown too. It's in Copacabana. I was like, nightlife is, I was in the club like 12, 13 years old, like teen night, or like Jimmy's Cafe is in my neighborhood in the Bronx. So I grew up going to Jimmy's Cafe as a kid and going to go try to see Big Pun and try to see like all my favorite rappers in the Bronx.
So how do you feel like post 9/11 impacted nightlife around that time?
You know what? I was too young to really realize the real impact of 9/11. I was still in high school. 9/11 for me, I was in 11th grade. So I wasn't out as much as when I got out of school. What impacted more than 9/11, because I couldn't tell you. At that time, I was only going to teen night, sneaking in the college nights at the time, like the 18 and over stuff. But there was like a tragedy that happened with a girl and a bouncer, right? That impacted nightlife for me more than anything. There was a time that you didn't need ID to get into the club. And after that, you definitely needed ID to get into the club.
Yeah. I forget what club that was. I remember that happened.
And then there was that shooting at Opus that time with the security.
Yes.
That shit happened. So these things were happening. And then New York just started getting very harsh on hip hop parties. And the hip hop parties started getting like basically whitewashed. It was like these big, rich clubs can do these hip hop parties, but they were like, that was their thing. There was no like black or college nights anymore. This shit just died. Like the cops would just show up and just shut them down. And that was weird. And we're still in that kind of pocket of space.
Yeah.
They still allow hip hop to be where they want it to be and not.
So then when you started doing Bible study, didn't you start that at Happy Ending?
No. I started
at IMOC.
IMOC. Yeah, I started at IMOC. And then from IMOC, we went to the DL.
Oh.
You know, remember the DL?
Why did I think you did Happy Ending?
We did some stuff at Happy Endings, but not Bible studies. I want to say the Happy Ending. So I was already throwing a lot of parties before Bible studies, but so scared. So I used to give all the parties to Jason Scott, J. Scott Henderson, right? So Scott on the Rocks parties, but I would find these venues and do all the work. But Jason at the time had the reputation and he knew the business better than I did at the time. So I would get the venue and he'll get like fucking Paul Rosenberg and Nina Sky and real fucking credible people to come do it for the low or for free. And it was a good dynamic. And he never gave me no rules. I was allowed to do what the fuck I wanted. So the freedom was it for me. We didn't make any money, but between like Bugsy and Jason Scott, I was able to figure it out.
Yeah.
There's no Bible studies without Seth too. Seth is getting me the bigger DJs. Like when I get like a Green Lantern, that's Seth. The reason why I know TJ Mizell, that's Seth. Like Seth is, I owe Seth life. He's always looked out behind the scene. He has moved so many things for me, and little by little, it just started getting more credible and bigger. And then once the people I was looking up to started pulling up, right? The Harry Prestons and Virgils, and then Virgil comes one time, and I got like Freddie Gibbs performing, and then he's like, "Yo, I gotta do this party," and I'm like, "I can't even afford you," and he was like, "No, I gotta do this for the culture." And then he comes back a year, and I got the bigger room in the DL, and he does it. Like Travis Scott posting it on his thing, and at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting all these connects through A-Life. I'm working A-Life every day. I'm becoming the face of A-Life. I'm keeping all these connects and bringing them together. So we get to do the really big looks at A-Life, and now you got to come through my little weirdo underground shit.
So if there's an event you could relive from Sway.
Oh man, I don't know. I got so much, yo. I got so much. The Dr. Evil night, because at the time, I'm not proud to say this, but I had too much lean that night, and I'm not like the lean guy. So I didn't enjoy it as much as I knew I would and that night right there was my last night. I never really drunk lean again because I didn't enjoy that night as much.
That's awesome that you say that. Most people are like, I want to relive things because it was so great, but you want to relive it because it was kind of like hazy, which is awesome.
It was so great. And I didn't enjoy it enough. And just to have him in the room, a couple of things. He has two names. He has two aliases. He makes two different kind of reggaes. And nobody really gets that. They just know the music. And to be Jamaican, I've never seen that man's face before or know what he looks like, but I know his music. This was it, man. Like, this was like one of those nights, you know. We were young and trying to figure it out. And it wasn't about money. It was about the culture. And it was like fun. We were like running around trying to collect all his clothes and all these sneakers and just trying to like run around the parties. Like, oh man, these are like some of the best fucking nights.
So good.
And notice I have a drink in my hand almost every picture. Like we were lit. We were lit. And different phases and different things going on depending on the year.
Well, you mentioned lean, and there was a point in time where I was drinking, I called it a scissor mimosa, but I would pour lean into champagne. And that was
for me, I wasn't drinking lean a lot. Like lean was like, remember at all this time that all this shit is going on, Dice always had a job. Like I always went to work every morning. Like that shit wasn't a question. Like once I got to A-Life, the shit got real militant. I've been fired from A-Life 4 times. Like I always had to be at work in the morning. Like that is a real fucking thing. Yeah. Like many nights I had to go just crash on that couch.
Wow.
Like yeah, so I wasn't out here doing drugs. I wasn't out here drinking mad lean. We'll do a bum beat party in the backyard. I'm drinking lean at that party. Yeah. You know, it was like a once in a blue thing. The young kids just took it too far. They went too crazy.
Yeah.
You know who else was the first to let me throw parties too? At the same time doing yours, rest in peace, Voodoo Ray. Because I was doing the Tony Touch stuff too.
Oh, no way.
I was doing the Toka Tuesdays under Voodoo Ray. So that's how I know like Kanye and Pharrell and Vashti and Voodoo and like that was because we was on the same block all the time. So you let me start, and because of that, gave me more work.
Oh.
And I don't know Tony Touch super well, but they all accepted me, and I love that side of things because I'm from the Bronx, so I grew up breakdancing and writing graffiti, and the breakdancers was there, and the legendary DJs was there. Like I still, if Bobito's gonna go DJ, I'm going. Like if Funk Flex or like I'm going, I still like hip hop is my first music. I was born in '86. My mom had me in the early 20s. Like if it's hip hop first, always.
Yeah.
So I'm so happy to be a part of that too.
Also, this is kind of a harder question, which you might have to like also text me later, is songs that define that era for you.
Yo, I couldn't tell you songs. I could tell you who. This is a time of like, you know, it's Ye, right? This is Kanye heavy time. This is still Pharrell heavy time.
Yeah.
And then mad DJs in between that, right? So from yourself to everybody from the party, and then you go across the A-Track and that wave and Medi, and you could take it around the world. Big Crazy and all the guys, and you know how it went, right? So for me, it's never the songs, because I still play the songs. It was who was playing the songs.
Yeah.
And we're never gonna get that time again. Like I was there the night that we gave Day and Night to A-Track, you know, that played Day and Night at this Kanye viewing for one of the videos, right? Yeah. You're never gonna get that back. Vashti's hosting, and it's not a few blocks from where she is. So for me, it's more of those moments, like having MIA in the spot with you, and you know, those are the songs, but it's also the times.
Yeah.
Like we run down on everybody the same because it was a time, as a family, as a culture of.
Yeah. Well,
I see it today.
I think also, you know, we were in the trenches together, having the most fun, doing the most work, what didn't feel like work. But when you're deep in the mix like that with everybody, like there's not going to be a time where I'm like, I won't respond to somebody, because like I was there with them, putting in the work.
Yo, I don't think you ever even yelled at me. like I never know a time for you to ever be upset with me. Annoyed, maybe, not mad. You always been super sweet, always been super fair, always paid. Like I never had one issue with you ever.
Yeah. No.
Ever. I love it. Another thing that you probably don't know, after the parties, we had the A-Life backyard. So after the party, I would just open the store and bring people to the backyard of A-Life. And that became its own little weirdo, late night, after hour kind of thing. Mad fun.
Anything else?
No, I love you. And I hope we get to make some fucking clothing and do a party. I still want to work. Like, this is for the rest of my life.
Yes, I'm with you. Thank you, Dice.
Later. Love you.
Love you. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Thanks for hopping by. That's it for this week. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and stalk. Bounce, little kitty.